Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First down, Lance. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw touchdown, Giants! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here. They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down now. Hightower. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On lane, he barely had time to look up the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4.
The best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a long.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hines. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Take it at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing now is Lance. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down now. Hightower will be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lance going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Hines now on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Under pressure, and down he goes. Odafe Owe. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is Hightower. Powers by at the 40. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Hightower. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On the carry, it's Hightower. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Giants.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They run with Hightower. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Here we go, team. Hey, it's just me and you.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance now to throw. It's caught. Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
46 to Mike, 46.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
46 to Mike, 46.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They go again with Hightower.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the reception made by Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Hightower, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Lance, complete. Smith has it. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Now out of his end zone. The New York set to take the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Lance. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Giants going to take over again on offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Lance now on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Mike 2. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Phillips. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Reason to use him at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Owe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Lance, he finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston.